I'm Rachel Hernandez, real estate investor turned mobile home investor and best-selling author. I make a living investing in mobile homes for cash flow for long-term passive income. After many mistakes and lessons learned, I've been able to create the kind of life where I can do the types of things I want to do, not have to do. I created the Adventures in Mobile Homes podcast to share with you what I've learned so you can spend more time with family, friends, and do things you love. Mobile home investing can help you get there. If you want to hear real stories with practical and actionable advice you can use from someone who's been in the trenches and who's still investing today to create the type of life you love, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. Well, hey there, and welcome to the Adventures in Mobile Homes podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of AdventuresinMobileHomes.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on the 4th episode of the podcast. Now, just in case you missed it, be sure to tune in to the last episode where I talk about my first mobile home deal. You can find it along with the show notes at www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/3. And that is the number 3. Okay, so let's get started. So last week, I shared with you my experience on my first mobile home deal. Basically, I went into my story on how I put my first mobile home deal together, the inspection and negotiation process, how I did my own due diligence, and how I came up with my own figures, and the final numbers on the deal. Though none of this would have ever happened had I not taken action, focused action, and known what type of action to take. So today, I'm going to talk about the importance of taking action, but not any type of action. Action that is focused and produces results. Because anyone can go out there and start looking for mobile home deals in parks. But what exactly are you looking for? What is your entry and exit plan, and why? This is the purpose of taking focused action. Action that has a purpose and will produce results, the right kind of results for you. And that's what matters. But before we move on, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Hey there, Rachel here. Are you ready to take action with your mobile home investing plans? Are you tired of waiting on the sidelines? Have you been trying to make things happen as a mobile home investor, but you're not getting the results you want? Do you need the guidance of an experienced mobile home investor like me? If yes, then I've got a mobile home investing course for you. It's called What You Need to Do to Get Started in Mobile Home Investing. It takes you from point A to point B on the steps you need to do to take action as a mobile home investor and get you the results you want. With so much information out there, it's overwhelming to go out, search, and come up with a plan for taking action on what you need to do to get started as a mobile home investor. In addition to the course, it includes a 50-page workbook where you can follow along and take notes, a free audiobook where I talk about getting started as a mobile home investor and the mistakes you need to avoid. Plus, you'll get access to a private forum where you can ask me questions directly, post your deals, and get opinions on them, and network with others who have taken the course. This is the only forum I go to personally answer questions from students. I have a special limited time offer for you as a listener of this podcast. So if you're ready to take action and need someone to help you with your mobile home investing plans, check it out at www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/take-action-training. Again, www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/take-action-training. Grab your seat and get started today. Now, back to the show. Okay, so let's rewind back to the second episode of this podcast. This is the episode where I talk about my mobile home investing journey and my very first experience with mobile home investing. Remember the one where I got turned off because the park manager wouldn't let me work in that particular park? Now, just in case you missed it, you can find the episode along with the show notes at www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/2. And that is the number 2. In that case, I did things all wrong. I looked for the deal first instead of trying to create the relationship with a park manager. Had I did things the other way around, I would have saved myself a lot of time and a lot of heartache in the end. And this is what I mean by taking focused action. You need to know exactly what type of action to take before you go out and start looking for deals. So today, let's talk about what we can do to take focused action when just starting out as a mobile home investor. After you assess your finances and figure out exactly what you want to do, either buy and hold mobile homes for cash flow or build up cash by finding other deals for mobile home investors by being a bird dog or a wholesaler, then you need to get educated first. By the way, I'll probably do an episode down the road about how you can find and work with other mobile home investors to find deals for them by becoming a bird dog and or a wholesaler down the road. So stay tuned. Let's get back to it. Mobile home investing is like any other business. You need to learn the business from the ground up. And this is what I see lacking among investors who start out or those who have been in real estate investing for quite some time, who accidentally stumble upon these small mobile home deals. They simply don't take the time to learn the business, network, and persist, no matter what. Unfortunately, success doesn't happen overnight. But for many investors, they expect it to. They get impatient. They recklessly and hastily put bad deals together that don't turn out the way they expect, producing the wrong kinds of results. And then they get out of mobile home investing altogether and tell others it simply doesn't work. This is farther from the truth because mobile home investing, it does work. If you're committed to learning the business, educating yourself, and taking focused action. So, what is focused action in the first place? Well, focused action is action that you take with a purpose. And that purpose is to produce results. The right kind of results for you. So when you're just starting out, the first thing you want to do is get educated before you do anything else. I recommend first reading books on the topic of mobile home investing. Sure, you can watch a bunch of videos on YouTube and read online, but books are there with a beginning and an endpoint, based on experiences of real investors who have established themselves and have taken the time to share their knowledge, experience, and what they've learned, all packaged up in a book. Not many people can say that. So start out by reading some mobile home investing books. I have a recommended list of the top 10 mobile home investing books if you want to check them out. I'll be sure to link them up here in the show notes. When reading books, take your time and take notes, lots of them. Write down everything you learn and take note of the mistakes the authors have made and how to avoid them so you don't make the same mistakes that they did. I mean, that's kind of why we're writing these books, so you can avoid the mistakes they made so you're aware of them, which will get you to success faster. This is called leverage. So once you've read a few books on the topic of mobile home investing, the next thing you want to do is make a plan. Again, this is what I mean by taking focused action. You just don't go out there and start looking for deals in mobile home parks. You need to make a plan first and stick to it. So make a plan on exactly what you're going to do when starting out as a mobile home investor based on what you've learned in the books you've read. So for example, one of the things you need to do when first starting out is to figure out exactly what types of parks you want to work in. Low end, middle of the road, or high-end parks. This will involve you researching mobile home parks in your area and visiting them. From there, you'll need to assess, based on what you see and the information you gather, whether or not you want to do business in each particular park you visit, and why. At the same time, while you're out there researching parks, you want to collect data and learn the market. find out exactly what type of clientele live in the parks that you visit. How much do they pay in lot rent? What are the values of the homes in these parks? How much does the different sizes of mobile homes go for? For example, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, etc., etc. If you're going to be renting homes out, you want to know how much is the going rent in the area for each particular type of home. Again, 3 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and the number of baths, respectively. What are the potential buyers and renters looking for in a home? What types of features do they want? Not want? How about the amenities? What's important to them? All of this will be part of your market research and focused action steps that you take when you're just starting out as a mobile home investor. So take the time to jot these things down and make a plan beforehand. Otherwise, you'll be out there doing things haphazardly without any direction, wasting a lot of time and money in gas without producing the right types of results. Now, I'm going to be honest. It's not going to be easy. You have to have a plan of action and stick to it. This is the purpose of taking focused action and knowing why you have to take this type of action in the first place. Aside from your plan, you want to write down a list of goals. Now make them small goals, but be practical. And make sure these are goals you can accomplish in a set amount of time. You have to dedicate yourself to accomplishing these goals and producing results, no matter how small the results are. You have to have small wins first before you can have big wins. So keep that in mind. In addition to having focused action and acting on your plan, you need to have some kind of guidance and accountability on the types of action that you take. This means having another set of eyes look at what you do as a mobile home investor just starting out in the space. Now, this can mean having a mentor, whether they be local or in a different area, to hold you accountable for the actions that you take. Otherwise, it's just going to be you, which is hard if you're not able to see outside of yourself on what you do. That is why it's so important to have another set of eyes oversee you and the steps that you take as a mobile home investor. I'm not going to go into finding a mentor here because that can be a whole nother podcast episode. But I'll be sure to cover this topic down the road. So stay with me. If you have a local mentor or can get access to one, that's good. Now, be sure whoever you choose to work with has experience in exactly what you want to accomplish in the mobile home investing space. The last thing you want to do is work with a general real estate investor who's done a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You really want to work with someone who has the experience in mobile home investing and the knowledge that you can learn from. And this is why I think it's important not only to take focused action on your plan as a mobile home investor, but also have a mentor and someone to guide you with experience to give you feedback and oversee the actions that you take. This will allow you to see what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, so you can learn from your mistakes. This is what I had when I first started out as a mobile home investor. I had both the knowledge from books, but also a few mentors I could turn to and talk with about my plan and the actions that I took as a mobile home investor. It gave me an outlet to get feedback and ask questions when I needed the help. This made me stronger and helped me to achieve success faster and quicker than those who did not have the support network. So there you have it. My advice on the importance of taking focused action on your plans as a mobile home investor, but also the importance of having the guidance you need to get feedback on what you do. So, what did you think? Did this episode help you in getting started as a mobile home investor? I hope so. As you can see, success as a mobile home investor, it's not an easy road. There are steps you need to take, things you need to do. The knowledge and what you learn from books is only one piece of the puzzle. But you need to know how to apply the knowledge that you learn and why, which is the purpose of taking focused action. Action that has a purpose and will produce the right kind of results for you. But apart from having a plan and taking focused action, it's very important to have a mentor and the guidance that you need to oversee the action steps that you take. The feedback from another set of eyes, one who's experienced and well-versed in the mobile home investing space, it's priceless and one not to be taken lightly. I hope this episode has helped. If you're ready to take action and feel that you need some guidance as a mobile home investor, I have a special training course for you. It's called What You Need to Do to Get Started in Mobile Home Investing. Basically, the course will take you from point A to point B on the steps you need to take action when just getting started as a mobile home investor. It's a completely self-paced training course that you can do on your own time. Now, in addition to the course, it also includes a 50-page workbook where you can follow along and take notes, a free audiobook where I talk about getting started as a mobile home investor and the mistakes you need to avoid. Plus, you'll get access to a private forum where you can ask me questions directly, post your deals, and network with others who have taken the course. This is the only forum I go to personally answer questions from students. I have a special offer here for listeners of this podcast episode for a limited time only. You can check it out at www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/takeactiontraining. Again, www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/takeactiontraining. Hope that helps. And if you decide to take the course, I'll see you in the forums. Now, in the next couple of episodes, I'll be talking about the different action steps you can take to start building up your business as a mobile home investor. So stay tuned. For more information on this episode, check out the show notes where I link up some of the resources mentioned here. You can find it at www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/4. And that is the number 4. Again, www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/4. And if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to share it with family and friends. And be sure to subscribe. If you have some time, I'd love to hear your feedback through a short Apple Podcast review. Until next time, this is Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of the Adventures in Mobile Homes podcast, signing off. Take care.